Okay, Graham Smith with another for Lizzie sign on the back of the car. But Lizzie Musey, the US racer, unfortunately left us a couple of days ago. So Graham down into the 8s, taking on the winner of Street Weekend from a couple of weeks ago, Rob Carter, with Percy the Passat. Rob's been well down into the 7s on a number of occasions. Well, Graham absolutely blows the tyres off. Rob just kind of trickles off the line. It's almost like the boost didn't come in. It must have slipped or something. But 9.99 at 1:35. More than 2.5 seconds.
Just really shallow stage, Al. Really shallow. Just tickle that beam when you go in.
Well, both of them, for that matter.
Yeah, actually, yeah. To be fair, both of them.
Sure, Graham's got a lot more in it than an 8.8.
Well, he had the wheels up.
It's not going to be Al Williams' turn on this run.
It might be Graham's, though.
8.55! Oh, wow!
That's more like it.
That is a superb run. Well, it's celebration time for Graham Smith, 156 miles an hour. Well, there was me saying, is he going to get into the 8.7s? He skipped them, he skipped the 8.6s, and he went 8.55.
I think the thing is, he's got a big block in there with nitrous on it. I think he's run like 9 zeros without gas,
yeah,
or thereabouts.
Yeah. Outstanding.
How brave are you feeling about Street Weekend now, Colin?
Oh, immensely.
Oh, you'll be all right. You'll do the same thing, no problem.
I won't be doing that.
So Graham
Can't
Smith.
wait.
Graham Smith with the amazing 57. Overjoyed yesterday because everything worked. What was it? He ran 8.50.
Yeah, PB 8.55.
You do get the feeling there's still quite a bit more in there, though.
Yeah. So Stuart just bringing Graham up to the line. FIA top fuel into the pairing lanes, please. FIA top fuel into the pairing lanes.
Wow, listen to that. 129, 60 foot.
Oh, clicked it early. That's a shame.
That was on one.
Yeah. I've just spotted something there. That is superb.
That's awesome. Well, the great thing is, I'm pretty damn sure this is the biggest field ever, the Street Eliminator, and they are all stepping up in Q1. Admittedly, it's Thursday afternoon, and they should have had a couple by now, but they are making the most of it.
Graham Smith in the Slicktricks lane with the new scoop on the front of the Bel Air. Dividing opinions somewhat, but it's getting the job
It's
done.
even dividing opinion in the team, let alone
that's what you need,
everybody
isn't it?
else. Goodness me. Rachel says, I don't like it.
Yes,
Well, only
I think
700s off their PB yesterday in testing, so
I think Graham's argument is the engine needs to breathe. Yeah. However, in the other lane, we have Mr. Joe Stevens with the Cresta. Now, I read Joe's Facebook post earlier. I didn't realise, but not only is he rebuilding
the Sunbeam.
The Sunbeam, the engine in this is from the Sunbeam now.
Also, Joe has redone the axle ratio as well because it was maxing out, so he's totally adjusted all the ratios.
Good looking run for Gray, 8.42 at 163, he'll take that. And 8.94 at 160 for Joe. Lots of
the discretionary thing.
Yeah, put it
Just
up to the
coasting
side.
up.
That's the right way to do it. Well done.
seems like they might need a few more pounds of extra ballast in the front.
the car's obviously got more in it than it's happy to keep on the ground, really. I just realised as well, Al Williamson busted some stuff last time out as well, didn't he? So we're still missing cars, even though we got 24 or 23, I beg your pardon. Well, it looks like Phil Druitt's going to make the turn. He's obviously still got everything intact, which is a good thing. So currently Graham Smith, I think his personal best is that number on the board from earlier, 8:42.
It's 8:41 from testing yesterday. Oh no, sorry, 8:41 from the last event. Yesterday it was 8:42, and he's done it again today.
Excellent.
However, the last two runs, they've had issues with bogging at about 60 feet. Again, I thought it was potentially he was having to pedal it, but no, neither time. It's all a little gremlin they currently have, and they're struggling to get that fixed. But let's hope they've got it sorted.
Still went 8:42.
He's 8:60 something, I believe, on the last one.
So good luck, Graham. Let's hope that scoop pays off, because otherwise Rachel will never forgive you. Yeah, that's bogged instantly, isn't it? Yeah, all the crew looking a bit disconsolate, to say the least, actually. That's a huge shame. Everybody else has had 3 goes at it, including these two. Graham Smith, Elliot Day. Graham Smith yesterday had a good sort of ET day, but not a good headache day.
No, it had some issues. It turned out to be a relay issue, so it was bogging and cutting out at about 60 feet. They think they've found the issue. We're about to find out.
Against Elliot Day with the Plan B Willis. Well, Elliot's car at labour off the line. Look at that 60 foot for Graham Smith, 125. And a set 8:43 at 160. I think it's fixed.
200ths off their PB with that run. That car, when it was built, the idea was 7s. They're still aiming for 7s. They're creeping up on it, and there's a lot more to get out of it.
Start line for him. So let's see if Graham Smith can get that big old 57.
Oh, look at these moody shots for the camera.
That's what I mean.
Fabulous. There's Victoria Smith. Only got 2 headlights, because the other 2 lights are actually the intakes for the turbos.
That's a good problem to have, that is, isn't it?
Well, Graham Smith venting that does look so cool, doesn't it? If you're watching this at home, seriously.
The race pack is so bright in all of his switches. He's got the blue haze inside the car.
I think he's actually got like little LEDs the whole way across the bottom, isn't he? For moments like this, of course, just to look cool. So good luck to Graham and Victoria. Currently 8:33 is Victoria's best, 8:42. They're the closest together, right in the middle of the pack at the moment, actually. Well, Victoria's on the boost, but the car's not moving.
Yeah, the car's not building boost.
129 to 60 for Graham. Can he break that poxy 8.3 second curse? Not quite. 8:49 at 160 miles an hour every single run. All the trim and everything, it just keeps it simple, but it really brings out all the trim on the car again.
Oh yeah, definitely. The contrast is brilliant.
Yeah, that's what I like. And the other thing as well is you've got people like Fred with the pickup truck. That's always been matte black, and that's one of the coolest cars on the vehicles on the planet.
Yeah.
And it just looks so cool. So apparently, money on the line for this one. They're having a sort of a side bet grudge race going on here. Phil Druitt has been the best of an 8.69, quickest he's ever been in that pop in the Kestrel lane. Graham Smith down in the 8.4s, so Graham's got the ET advantage.
But are we going to see any games on the start line?
Well, it's qualifying, so I'm not sure Ian would put up with much of that, but we shall see. We shall see. But Phil Druitt has been around in drag racing a long while. He used to race in Supergas in the 90s. So the experience goes with the pop in the Kestrel lane. They're going to look at each other for some time, I think. Is anyone going to... blimey, Phil Druitt actually went into stage. Goodness me, he's gone soft in his old age. However, he still leaves the start line first, but Graham Smith had that made up by the time they got to 60 foot.
It's a great run.
Stonking looking runs in both lanes.
8:37.
8-3. Well done to Graham Smith and the team. That's the way to kick that pesky pops
That
ass.
was by far the best launch from that car. A little bit of smoke. Oh, that's probably the dust from the previous
Check
setting.
it out. 1.21 for Graham.
He was
Awesome.
carrying the front wheels for at least 60 feet there as well.
That was... There we go. Nigel Hale with the pickup, and Graham Smith.
Right.
Go on.
Apologies, Darryl. Graham Smith in the last qualifying round hung the front end of that car in the air until way past the 60 foot, and also ran a PB down into the 8.3.
Yeah,
for the first time.
8:37. Front end comes up once again. Graham looking very good. Is going to be a low 8, but what flavour? 8:39, 160. That's another 8.3 run for Graham. A special shout out to Rob and Trudy Slater as well. Liking the new merch, by the way. New t-shirt design released on socials. Wow, what a launch for Graham Smith. I wish he could have held that, but that was staggeringly good. 8.77, 158, but the front wheels were hanging in the air for ages. Wow. Right, Buzz Lightyear. Sorry, Graham Smith with the Chevy Bel Air down there. My goodness me, that was a stonking wheel stand yesterday, captured brilliantly by trackside photographers, going alongside Al Mack. Now, this is a bizarre situation for Al. He wasn't here yesterday, so he's straight into eliminations with no data for the track at all this weekend. Yeah, strange situation. You're sort of thinking, well, how come he's racing if he wasn't in quali? Yeah, we're a day ahead of where we should have been. So, Al Mack with the Volvo, Graham Smith with the Chevy Bel Air. Victoria Smith awaits the winner of this one. That is a beautiful looking run for Graham Smith, but here comes the top end charge of Al Mack. Great looking race. It's 7:52, 190, but look at Graham Smith, 8:03 at 164. It was a losing effort, but so what? 8:03 at 164.